You know, every time we have Chef Steve Konopelski of Turnbridge Point in Denton here in the Kirby and Holloway kitchen, we are not only treated to some amazing food, we are simply entertained as well.
And today is no exception. Steve is showing us how to make breakfast Monte Cristos. But before we start, we want to ask about Steve's life as an entertainer. Is it true that you are a former Broadway performer?
That is correct, yes. Guilty as charged.
Yeah?
That is actually my previous career. So I grew up in dance conservatory in Canada, and then I moved to New York in 2001, and I had a 12-year performing career all based in New York and across the country and across the world. So I did like national tours, I did cruise ships, I did theme parks, all that kind of stuff you do sort of as training. And then I was lucky enough to be in 3 Broadway shows, a total flop, a long-running hit, and then the last Broadway show I did was the revival of Gypsy, starring Patti LuPone.
Oh my
goodness!
And
that won some Tony Awards, and we did we were Grammy nominated for cast album, and it was a very well acclaimed show.
How did we not know this? I mean, Broadway is like pinnacle of...
It is, yes, and you know, I consider myself very, very fortunate. I still have some friends that are, still kind of waiting for that break and stuff. And sometimes, as with anything, there's so much more to take into consideration than just, a little bit of talent and stuff. And I feel so fortunate for the career that I had, and it made it very easy for me to think about retirement. Right. Because I had felt fulfilled.
Oh,
so I was like, I can now go on to something else. And for those that have seen me a few times, we do know you can take the boy out of Broadway, but you can't take the Broadway out of the boy.
All right. Well, we're gonna get cooking here. Thank you for filling.
Oh,
that's
so
exciting.
Of course, yes.
So we're making Monte Cristos.
We're making Monte Cristos for breakfast, but you could obviously have this for lunch, for dinner, for midnight snack. It's really, sort of almost a variation on a croque monsieur, which is bread, ham, cheese, and a little bechamel. Now, in French pastry, we do these things a lot where we just change one ingredient, call it something else, and charge more money. And so that's what we're doing for the Monte Cristo. It is traditionally a ham and cheese sandwich that you dip in a custard and kind of do French toast / grilled cheese style.
Okay.
So the first thing we need to do is make our French toast.
Okay.
And so Lisa, you're going to pour. This is a great standard recipe: 1.5 cups of half and half and 2 eggs.
Okay.
Anytime you want to make French toast, anytime you want to make like a baked French toast, even a bread pudding, this is the custard recipe you would always use. Okay. So just give those a little stir, break up the eggs. Okay. And then Jimmy, you're going to candy our bacon, which is like the start. We're not doing ham, we're doing candied bacon.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
So all we do is brush the bacon with a little bit of mustard.
Okay, here.
That's going to add a little bit of sort of the acidic note that we want to have, a little tang.
Right.
And then you're going to sprinkle it with brown sugar.
Okay.
And then that's it. And then we throw it in the oven at 350, and we bake it until it's nice and crispy and delicious.
All right, I'm helping him out here.
You're helping out. You're being a great help. And so I have some French bread. Today is National French Bread Day, which apparently is a thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to sort of dunk these very quickly into our custard. And then I always let them sit just for about 20 seconds or so.
Is that so they can soak it up?
So they can soak it up, that's right. And in the meantime, we're going to get some of our butter in the pan here. Look at that. Get that melty schmelty. And then we're going to just plop those 2 down in there.
Okay.
And that's it. We're just going to kind of grill them. This is French toast style. Everybody's done this.
Right.
Yep. The key to this is you want your bread to be kind of dry. Okay. So I actually sliced this bread last night and let it sit out so that it would get stale.
Okay.
I didn't even know that.
Now you can throw that in the oven.
In the oven.
And we have some that are already done thanks to the magic of television.
Look at our magic oven.
We get to see how gorgeous those are.
That is gorgeous.
Now, take a tasty poo because they are delicious.
All right, we're going to take a tasty poo. We're also going to take a little break, and when we come back, you're going to scramble some eggs, and you're going to show us a great way to do it.
That's right, yes.
Delmarva Life will be right back. Tasty poo.